Good evening, sports fans, and we're here once again at the FIFA World Cup fan special. Wow, what a game! Senegal is living the dream, the first African country to qualify for the Qatar 2022 World Cup. I am Sheyi, and I'll be hosting the match review for the Ecuador featuring Senegal. And I'm not here alone. Mike is joining me via Zoom.
Sheyi the uncle. Sheyi the uncle.
How
Now.
how has it been?
Sheyi, owe me my check.
You were right.
Owe me my check. Yes, this is a big one. This is going to be different. You know, with all this package. Africa has its first team in the second round of Qatar 2022. We have to be happy.
I'm
And
so
incidentally, I
happy.
also got the
I'm
prediction
ecstatic.
correct. So this is going to be a very boisterous and a very gingered live video review. Run me my check!
So why did you make that prediction? Let's start with that. 2-1.
You know what I make mention? Say, what's that one now? Why did I make what? I made the mention because so when I was talking about the match, I was like, I spoke about how I spoke about how Ecuador will feel that
Okay.
they can make it, but then of course Senegal are African champions and they can and should win it. I really expected them to win, but you see, as the match played out, I would say Ecuador were a little bit poorer, or they were poorer than what I expected. You notice that they scored I think they scored from their first corner of the match. It was in the second half.
True.
In the first half, they had maybe about 4 attempts on 4 attempts, 2 on goal. Senegal, they had more possession, but Senegal had the ball more in dangerous places. Senegal were more dangerous than them. They posed a threat, but not as much as I would have expected.
Okay.
It was a little bit. I know that, of course, our hearts were in our hands, but it was a little bit easier than I expected. But we're happy. Senegal are in the second round.
Mike, you said it was a little bit easier than expected. Do you think Ecuador were kind of laid back a bit?
No, they were not. See, let's look at it this way now. Senegal is ranked over 20 places, 22 places or so above Ecuador. So on a normal day, first of all, Ecuador will be Senegal made to. Let's not forget that South America. So, but if Senegal go Ecuador home, if it's home match, Ecuador is like second Bolivia. That's their home. Once I know that I think Bolivia that is because of the sea level. Their sea level. Their sea level. This thing is just if I say they clouds they play. So when it comes to the air, the atmosphere, they're the same. Ecuador can be crazy when it comes to their home, but
Right.
forget them in South America. They will be Senegal are African champions. What are you?
Right. Okay, Mike, before we celebrate the qualification of Senegal, I'm thinking Koulibaly, what a response. What a response from Koulibaly. What did you rate his performance today?
Koulibaly. You see, Koulibaly has always been a never say die defender. You understand? He's that kind of a defender who gives his all. Close to Antonio Rudiger, but they have 1 or 2 errors in them, but they give out all. And it was easy for them for their heads to drop when Ecuador equalized. You understand? I mean, coming up from that first goal, it was a penalty. Ismail Assar with that penalty, which I felt was a weak penalty. Because look, for me, as much as he put that penalty to the side net, and even if the keeper had gone for it, he might not have gotten to it. But it's something for me about the penalty. You have to blast it. Go and look at the Germans, the Italians, and the French. Those are people that by nationality they know how to take penalties. Blast the ball into space. Blast it, man. Blast it. So, but Ismail Assar giving that goal ahead, and then of course that equalizer, and then Koulibaly between the equalizer and the winning goal. It was less than 3 minutes. It was about 2 minutes.
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 31 seconds. Yeah, so I was so happy when they hit back. They got the fans jumping. The fans got behind them, and it was from there. It was a good one. So I am extremely, extremely happy and proud that Senegal have made it to the second round of Qatar 2022 World Cup.
Right, and that's coming from a proud African. So Senegal have done the
Yeah, yeah,
unthinkable. They've been able to qualify for the
yeah, yeah.
Qatar 2022 World Cup. It's a fairy
Mm.
tale story. Started off very low. They lost in a hard fighting match with Netherlands. And at the end of the day, it slips by their hands. But you always get rewarded for hard work. The second match, they upped
Mm.
their game against Qatar and now Ecuador. So congrats to the Teranga Lions of Senegal. We are all behind you. Africans are behind you. And on a good note, we have a winner for today.
Run
Adisa
me my
Aziz.
money, Jay. Run me my money. Everyone,
Okay, we have two
run me
winners.
my check.
We have two winners. A
Run me my
guest
check.
analyst and one of our favorite fans that has been following this show from the onset, Adisa Aziz. We cannot be more happy than we are for you, and you need to contact.
Wait, baby. Aziz don't finally win, though.
Yes, he did.
Aziz, how far, Aziz used my prediction chop,
Perhaps he took a cue from you.
Then Aziz took the cue from, but Aziz has always been with us. You can always see his comments. He's always a part of the show. So I'm happy for Aziz. A big shout out to you, Aziz. Well done. So I'm sure you give him the instructions on how to get his prize.
Okay, so Aziz, for you to redeem your prize, there's a WhatsApp number that will be pinned as a message on this YouTube video. So what you need to do with that same last 4 digits of your number, you need to contact us on WhatsApp and we'll get to you on how you would redeem your prize. Congratulations, Aziz. So this is still the Football Fans World Special, and we are still with Mike. And what do we expect from tomorrow, Mike? It's Australia versus Denmark.
So what are the matches tomorrow? Let's see. What matches do we have tomorrow?
Australia versus Denmark. Denmark is just edging out. I mean,
I feel like Denmark is going to pick that one. Denmark will pick that one because
they did
they are
well
a much better
in the qualifying round before the World Cup.
Yes, they did. I mean, they beat France twice. But that's one of the reasons why I feel like France is going to be a major force in this World Cup because of they beat Denmark. Denmark is a boogie team for France, at least in recent times.
Yes.
And France, beating Denmark was more than just having better players.
It was more like a grudge match, I see.
Psychological. It was psychological because you see, there's something about somebody who beats you steady. It's almost like when we're talking about MMA and Israel at this time. When someone beats you once, beats you twice, there's something that's in your mind. That person comes out with the mentality that, look, I am above you. There's a mentality person comes with.
Yeah.
So when you do that thing, it would be you now have a major psychological edge. So that's why I feel like after that win against Denmark, I feel like France are going to be there. But tomorrow Denmark against Australia, I feel like Denmark are going to have what it takes. Tunisia against France, a miracle. They are going to cook Tunisia.
Okay, Mike, quickly.
They're going to cook there. They're going to cook there. They're going to cook there like smoked fish, like catfish.
Like smoked fish, catfish. In focus, Christian Eriksen, is this the end for his career at the World Cup? Do you think he has more to give?
Who is that?
Christian Eriksen.
Eriksen, of course. Eriksen is one of the best. He's one of the best players in the world. I would say he has the ability to almost be world class because look, in his position, 10s are not so prevalent in football these days.
Yeah.
The only 10 that might say now is really better than him, our heads and shoulders, is maybe a KDB. But I'll put him at that second. After a KDB, is at that level. Yeah, someone say Bernardo, but I feel like Bernardo Silva is not a 10, he's a Mezzala. He's a free roaming midfielder. If you understand the Italian term,
I get to drift.
Position, Bernardo Silva, I'm not really rating a 10. But I'll say a traditional 10. I'm talking about people like, I'm looking at a Bruno Fernandes, I'm looking at a Christian Eriksen. So I think Bruno Fernandes is between an 8 and a 10 kind of player.
Okay.
But if it's a traditional 10, Christian Eriksen is about one of the best out there. So I feel like, considering what happened at the Euros, this is a major comeback for him. He came back, he almost lost his life. So it's almost like somebody rising up from the dead. And it's a story of it's an inspiring story, it's a motivating story. So it's a cool, good one. The other match would be Poland against Argentina. One person is going to cook there because that's one goat against another goat.
Yeah.
Lewandowski is the reigning FIFA World Player of the Year. He's still
The goal
reigning
machine.
two-time FIFA World Player of the Year. So that's talking about Robert Lewandowski. And so yeah, and they are talking about one of the best players of all time, Lionel Messi, the GOAT, aka Assume first match, but second match,
He
Baba should
resurrected.
say, I get home, still get home. No means that we did the same level.
I get one say, and you get one
Uh,
say, no be the same
okay,
level.
yeah. So for yeah, have we decided what our match tomorrow will be?
Yes, it's Australia versus Denmark.
Australia versus Denmark. Okay. So we'll see how that one. Guys should get ready and drop their predictions. But also a very big shout out to Ali Cisse, the Senegalese coach. Ali Cisse in 2002
Okay.
was the captain of the Senegalese team. And one thing about I still remember 2002. I still remember that match. I was in Uniport extension hostel. That's why I watched that match in common room.
With
I still
El
remember that
Hadji
match in Beach
Diouf.
France 1 year. Yeah.
Was Diouf in the team? El
Yeah,
Hadji
yeah, of
Diouf.
course, now, of course, exactly. Like Diouf, that Senegalese team beat France 1-0.
Yes.
And France has always been a super team at the World Cup. It was a major win for Africa. So, as he did it as a player, qualified for the second round, and now he has done it as a coach.
As a coach.
So, great one. And kudos
Well,
to Aliou
kudos
Cisse,
to
coach for
Aliou
Senegal.
Cisse, the coach of the Teranga Lions of Senegal. Let me tell you how
Yeah.
big this is for Africa. Until today, only 3 countries have qualified for the next round. We have France, we have Brazil, and we have Portugal. Not until after the matches of today, we now have Netherlands and Senegal. So we need to give it up to them. We need to be at their backs. We need to support them.
Definitely,
Mike, I am so
definitely.
happy to have you in the
Definitely.
system. And I'm so happy that you got the prediction. You're giving the audience more reasons to
Oh,
watch
buddy,
this
run me
show.
my money. What are you so happy for? Edward, run me my money.
I will speak to the producer regarding it.
Run me my check. Run me my. Don't why me. Don't why me.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining us,
extremely
fans
happy, guys.
all around the world, to the FIFA World Cup fan special.
Yep.
Tomorrow, we're having Australia versus Denmark. And that's
Okay.
going to be our
Alright,
match in
alright.
focus. And we're waiting for your predictions. Lots of prizes
Yeah,
to be
see you
won.
tomorrow.
Adisa Aziz, congratulations. And please send a WhatsApp message to us. I will reach out to you on how to redeem your prize. So that's all today,
Alright,
folks.
alright.
Mike, any last words?
Oh, run me my money. Run me my check. Run me my check. Africa, Senegal, the Lions.
And when we do that,
Africa,
when we run you your
Ali
check,
Cisse
will you come on
and
this
the
show
team.
to tell people what you received?
I
You
will
have
tell
to come
them,
here to give a
run me
testimonial
my-
video.
I'm not gonna- run me my check. Well, thank you guys.
Wow,
Always a
thank
pleasure
you.
being on this. And,
Thank you for
guys
joining
are
us.
doing a
And
great
thank you
job.
for
I'm
joining
talking
us
about
at
the digital
home.
team.
We're having a match preview for Australia, Denmark. See you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great evening.